It's something to pay attention to.
Yeah.
I'm out. So, right there.
No, I'm not in profit anymore. That's usually where I'd want to short. But we're right at a reaction zone.
We have also, yeah, we are, exactly. And we also have what I'm finding a little strategy I'm playing around with is C2 crosses, basically, turns around. And then if C3, if you get a full body candle below the M9, closes, then entering with C3 in the direction of C3 is like right now shorting because we've got a full candle below M9, and then using C2 with a stop near the M24 to keep it tight because you are in a fade. I've found to be less risky.
Yeah.
It's just kind of a little strategy I'm working on. Like right there, it failed, but the loss exposure was very low.
Yeah, we'll see here.
I think we had a level check, so we had there. No, then 2 lots, but at 033, which is nothing of great comfort.
Well, let's see if it recaptures momentum in chart 2. That's really what it's all about at this point. From my perspective. Oh, there we go. Let's see if we can move. I'm in 5 lots. I don't know. I see someone else joined here. I'll stream to Discord as well. I can maybe share my other screen then. this one here. No, it's not that one. Okay, that's the wrong one. Messing around with profitability. Making me upset there. I don't think that reaction zone's going to hold, actually.
Let's give it up.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it'll go back up because it is going to short.
We got to 90.98. Let's see what we're at. Chart 3. I'll put in some trailing stops. 3, 6, 8.
Stop fill.
Yeah, I got to adjust to this 3K. I just can't. Got to scale in. The most I can do is 9 lots. That's the most I can do. So, got to get to that mindset. Okay, let's shut down. Okay. I can't see that screen. All right, need to change this to MNQ. So if you're new, you're watching on YouTube or Trade08, welcome, or TradingView. There's a link below where you can follow us on Discord. So if you're interested in answering questions or having questions answered or anything else like that, when you join Discord, you'll have kind of limited things you can do, but you can ask to become a Bravo. Bravo gives you much more ability to ask questions, do things on our community at Rexdog Trading in Discord. So if you're interested in that, just ask me or Nephew Elite how to become a Bravo. Right now we are short I'm short right now, going down to the next momentum check here. We'll be doing two things here. I'll be first small account, $3,000 account, trading the micros is what I'll be doing kind of the next couple sessions. Also, I've never done a funded account, and I know there's a few traders in my community that have done funded accounts, and I've chosen the two I believe are, in air quotes, the most reputable from my perspective, way I would look at it. So I'm choosing one of those two to start with, and I will set up my account to mimic their loss guidelines for a couple days and trade within those guidelines before I sign up and go official. So I'll be sharing all this within the community at the Rexdog community on Discord. So if you want to follow along on that, I will probably try to do the 4 chart setup the majority of the time for the community members. Mainly trading the MNQ. I will mix in the MCL, which is the micro oil. I have to see, I have to look and see from the traded or the funded account what their rules and guidelines are. So, because it's new to me, I mean, I've looked into it before. I just never needed to. I've been self-funded. I never saw a reason why. I mean, I understand the whole concept of other people's money, but when you go look at the terms and service and everything of those things, it just don't make sense to me. But I can't give it a proper review without properly going through it myself. Going through it, getting approved, getting a withdrawal, doing it, that whole hoo-ha. I don't know if that's is that the proper technical trading term? Hoo-ha. So, hey, Joel.
Definitely hoo-ha.
Definitely hoo-ha, yeah. Good to see you here today.
Yes, thank you. Great to be here.
Oh, we're in 3 lots, up $30 roughly. There's big room on MCL, on oil, huge room. Just a matter of whether or not you can catch it. So let's see if I can catch one in 91.46. Got taken out for profit on my trailing stops. I'm also going to add to the mix the Dow Jones. I'll add that to the mix. What? Yeah, it's NY, isn't it? MYM, yeah. I got to do all this in CR chart too. All right. Is that close enough to the reaction area? I'll start the long. I think it's a little early, actually. I'm going to reverse that. And then I'll call the bluff that it's going to go long here. Maybe one more touchdown, hit the RDA in chart 4. Might be a little bit of an aggressive trade there, but we'll see. Calling the bluff on the push up on the MNQ. Go back down, come down to right around the 15,000 even. We look at where things at here. Let's look at the dual chart on the NDX. What did the NDX? NDX gapped up today. So don't think it's going for a gap fill. It might be going for a level here. It might be going for the opening range low. Possibly, I could see that. Yeah, it's good to reverse there. So now it's just a matter of how far down here is it going to go. Is it going to stop here at the slow momentum, or is it going to go down to the RDA? I think we'll give it the RDA. think I'll see if I can get picked up on a recheck of the RDA on chart 2. Although on Discord, can you see my setup with my position size running? Like, do you see the position on the right?
I see it, just so you know.
Okay.
It's a little small just because of this the screen I'm using on.
Well,
You can't do anything about that. That means just I need a bigger monitor here.
well, and it's a 34-inch monitor that I'm using, but this isn't even the 4 chart setup. I have, chart 3, chart 4, and then chart 2 because I have the 5-minute chart that I'm looking at above. So what I'll do going forward is I don't know how I'll do this. Maybe I'll set up my windows so that each window has the 4 chart set up and I just have 4 different windows. Or I'll just trade 3 of these things.
I mean, it's doable. It's doable. I have 2 monitors and I'm using a laptop, and so the Discord happens to be in the center, which is where the laptop is. So, but it's doable.
It's knocked out. All right, I just wanted to make sure you were seeing the right screen. Oh, well, still think we're going through an or opening range low. If I could speak. Wasn't fast enough. I was still out of this trade. I should have doubled up. Well, maybe it's going to go for a gap fill. Maybe it's really going to try it. I'm not going to chase it. Put my entries, pullbacks on chart 2. At this point, chart 1's my control. At the opening range low. At some point here, I have to think about going long though. All right. Oh. Double check on that initial level. So see if I can get a quick scalp on the upside. Nope. Oil has room all the way down to 88.57. There we go. We're in profit a little bit. Gotta adjust my thinking with this lower $3,000 account. I feel like what it feels like to be a little dog like Rex. There we go. So they're either going to get knocked out on a trailing stop or knocked out on a extreme band of the chart 2. All right. My best, missed the best entry at the RDA. So do we believe this level here holding? No. I'll short it and then call the bluff around the RDA. One lot. Participation trade. There we go. All right, so let's look around the charts so we don't get tunnel vision. I will start on chart 1. Chart 1, we are lost momentum. We've lost bias on an alpha right at the VWAP. Got the mix 200, got the weekly, a great target. If it wants to tag that, maybe hold it. As we move to chart 3, we have right around 962, we have the fast momentum. And then right around 907, we have the RDA and slow momentum now. The open is 880. It's within an overshoot range there. 880. So that's just above the extreme band on chart 3. Chart 4, our strong level on chart 4, as we first strong level that exists on chart 4 is obviously up above, and that's at 15054. We have a new relatively weak level that's just developed right where we're at 971. And then our next immediate level from downside is right around 924. Other than that, our strong level that's of concern is 825. We do have another one that's inflection level right around 869. So those are our key levels on chart 4 to the downside. I was doing that. This trade went friggin' against me. Drawing. Especially with this account size, I can't be doing that. I gotta adjust. So momentum and bias has shifted there on chart 2. I'm just going to start eking out little profits here and just start doing it that way for now. Waiting for a pullback down to 4987. Go back to the big tick chart. Put our level back here. Our next upside level that we're looking at is 1540. Got another one between there and there, and there's a couple minor ones, but 1540 is a major one I'd be looking at. $27 minutes left in this 60-minute candle. Well, now you have a decision to make, or I have a decision to make. I have to decide whether or not I believe this alpha candle that just developed. Do I believe it? Hasn't fully developed yet because we still have 2 minutes left. What the heck are these stupid little noises that keep popping up in Discord? How do I stop them? Let me Google it. Stop stupid noises on Discord. Stop stupid noises on Discord. Go to the sound mixer. Oh no, I cannot do that. I'm just waiting to get picked up. I'm not going to chase the CL trade. Just following chart. I'm following the wrong chart. My first entry is right around chart 2's slow momentum, and then the RDA. Why is it not showing up here though? This is MCLX. What is this? Oh, it's CL. That's why. MCL. Here we go. Ah, look at that. We have a weekly test of oil. Need to be a little careful here. Let's be a little careful. Let's not be that aggressive. Let's go up here a little bit. All right. So
Order filled.
short on the MNQ. I'm not going to give it much room. If it doesn't work out, then I'm in a no trade zone. I know those. Anybody appreciate the fact that I'm trading a $3,000 account, or should I just stop and just focus on doing my real trading?
I
I
love it.
love it.
Okay.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, me too. It's different for you, I can imagine.
Yeah. Hopefully I don't blow up the
But,
account. I'm hoping I don't blow it up.
I blow always my funded accounts, so not funded but evaluation accounts. Sorry. So
On the funded accounts, you have much higher capital size, though. You have 50K at least, right?
no, it's the trailing drawdown. It went well, maybe let's say for some days, and then when you are in a bad position and you need to manage it, you need to be very fast to take your losses or place a stop loss in a different way. So when it went against you, it's maybe possible to trade only the micro.
Oh, I see.
So the trailing drawdown with the 50K is about $2,500. So what you have, this capital, 2,500, you need to manage properly. So it's scalping.
Yeah, but I thought on the funded accounts, like at least the ones I'm looking at, you have a 50K, but you just have a drawdown limit. I'm trading with 3K actual account. And then I'm going to set up another account where it's set up like funded accounts where you do have the drawdown limits and everything else.
Okay.
Is that different, or is that, am I mishearing you?
Oh, I know only the Apex one. So what I saw is that on a 50K account, you have the trailing drawdown, and on some other accounts, but I'm not sure about the rules. So,
But the capital you're trading with is 50K. You have you have 50K buying power, but yeah, of course, I understand you're limited by trail downs and everything else.
Yeah, if you buy the maximum of contracts, so for a 50K account, it's you can buy 10 contracts, but if you buy really 10 contracts with the trailing, they're sold, so you're really, yeah, it's not possible, I think. So they write 50K, but if you max out the contracts, I think it's impossible.
Could you trade up to 9? Well, I'll have to look at it. Can you trade up to 9 contracts, you think?
With 50K, you have 10 contracts.
Oh, okay.
Or 100 micros.
Oh, Michael. Okay, that's okay.
And the profit goal is 3,000.
Yeah. And then I know what I'm looking at is that you can't have 15%. You can't make 15% of your profit go in one day, which doesn't make sense, but hey.
Yeah, but it's not necessary. So maybe if you take 1 month, it's okay. But you know, sometimes you have a good week or good entries, and then when you are maybe in a position where it's, let's say it's a no trade zone, or I'm not able to trade in this zone, so maybe someone else. But when I always wrong in my direction, you take the losses quick and it doubles up. So maybe you lose the gains from some days. And
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is that they have another, the one place I'm looking at too has another limit that you can't make 15% of your profit goal in one day. So like you can't make $150 at this place. For instance, if the goal is $3,000, you can't make $150. The way I read it, maybe I'm just stupid, but the way I read it is that, well, no, they give that exact example, which doesn't make sense to me. So I don't understand these places. That's why I don't understand these. Some of these funded places, they make sense, but
to be honest, all the rules are okay. I can English, but maybe if you look really about some special words they choose, yeah, maybe I'm wrong on it. But the trailing drawdown it doesn't change the capital you have, So also when you are up, you can't extend the trailing drawdown.
Okay.
Always 2,500. So when you lose 500, yeah, you have only 2,000 of this capital. When you are up 3,000, yeah, okay, and then you can go backward from this amount, but it's always the trailing drawdown of 2,500. You made from 50k, you made 53k. From there, from 53k is always counting 2,500.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just a new way of thinking. I have to start, and I have to set up I want to mirror it before I go do it. I want to mirror it on Trade08 before I go do it.
What I did, I set up the demo accounts on Trade08, and yeah, for me it's working on Trade08 on the demo account, but for some reason when I get an evaluation account, I messed up. And I mess up really where I say, okay, why are you messing up? So you had 2 green weeks. You take an evaluation account, and then yeah, it's a psychological thing. I'm not sure, risk management or
Order filled.
whatever. I'm working on this, but really stupid.
Yeah, it can be frustrating. It's like trading over to live capital, right? That's kind of what that transition becomes then. You're on evaluation, and then, sorry, I'm looking at some stuff. And then you could, I don't understand. So you can blow an account, and there's a concept you can buy back the account, I guess. Is this how this works on these things?
It's not a good idea because sometimes you have a cost to buy back the account, and when they have maybe, let's say they have a promotion now, Apex has this kind of promotion, so you get 90% for a new evaluation account, so it doesn't make sense to reset the account. So you buy a new one, and you're good for at least to reach the profit goal, and with their rules to get this funded account or this property account.
Huh. I mean, I've looked into these things before. I just never really took them seriously. All right, I'm long here on the MNQ. We're up about 100. We'll see if I can take some profit. Did one bad trade in that zone, being an idiot, but this more than makes up for it here. So I can stick with it to the next trade up. So there we go. Put some trailing stops in here. Took one lot off in 4 lots. I'm in at 149998998. Sorry, got a little excited. Oh, these are different browsers. That's why. I screwed that up. So we moved some things around on the server now. Now everyone can't communicate at all. They can only react. Got sick of spam. So if you're everyone and you want to communicate, you can ask to become a Bravo. Bravo, you have a little bit more rights. You only be for Bravo for a little bit. Our expectation is that you want to be part of the community. We've built a strong community here, so we just don't let anybody in either. Very particular about the type of mindset and people that are in the Rex Dog community. Well, most of that P&L went away. Have to decide whether or not that's intention, that move there, or it's going to go down. We'll see here with the RDA check. All of my stops are below the RDA on chart 2. I do intend to get some couple more of the pieces to the puzzle video done. I had to outline a few of them just to make sure I wasn't skipping over very important concepts that we didn't have to go back over. So I got a couple of those that are on my to-do list here. And I'm excited to actually roll those out. I'd love to have the energy to every day to do a end-of-day grade of the system, but I don't think I'll ever get to it. Get my discount now. 35% off all products. Well, we stayed in. Once again, that's why we use the RDA. RDA check came on chart 2, held. We'll see if it continues to hold. Momentum is switched. Pretty obvious the next level is 051. If we look on chart 4, it's 036, and then we have 057. So I'll look at maybe taking one off at 036 if it gets up there, if the market allows me to stay in the market that long. If it moves up that high.
Stop fill. Stop fill.
Yep.
Stop fill.
Spoke to him. Hey, Vanity, how you doing? Spoke too soon. Got knocked out. You know, with a small account, you can't participate in every move. You really got to, you know, like there, that knocked me out and it's painful. And it looks like it's going to continue up. And ordinarily, I probably would, I mean, I will do a participation trade. But you can't be too aggressive all the time. You have to really pick your spots even more. Because one or two trades can just basically set your whole day off. I mean, it works the same way in a bigger account too, but you have more flexibility, more room, more scalability. The most I'm looking that I can scale into is 9 lots here on the MNQ. And this is not. Go ahead.
Sorry, you mean nine lots, or you mean 9 micro lots?
9 micro lots. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the most most I can add to a trade. And we're not in a high probability trade zone to be able to do that. See, and then playing around with stupid trades like this where you're just doing a participation trade and get knocked out.
Yeah, you need to be very predictive. So sometimes it's working when we go with momentum, but now it seems that we are in a zone where we don't have much room. So when you look at the 40 of the 2 chart, so we are below the RDA now, and it seems that also chart 4 is switching.
Yeah.
But before it looked the momentum looked really long on the long side.
It's still there.
Yeah.
It's just that, the volatility did what it does. It likes to come down. And so I'm in one lot now long and see if I can get picked up here on a lower pullback. Yeah, see, it took off without me, jerk.
Yeah. When this happens, most of time I get only picked up on one contract, and the others are still there. But anyway.
Oh, that's where I'm at right now. One contract,
Yeah.
But it comes down to I didn't have conviction either way. I was in the middle of chatting, talking, and I didn't have conviction that the long side was long. Otherwise, I would have, traded with conviction. So I have a little bit more conviction now. So I'm looking to get picked up maybe on a slow momentum check here, like right now. Here we go. So I got into 3 lots. We'll see if that works out. Got the RDA down below in chart 2. It could just do this pattern like it did the other, or not the other day, but it does often, where it just kind of stair steps annoyingly up. It's got a, definitely has a target it wants to hit.
You need to scale in really at maybe at the extreme bends.
Yeah.
Sometimes I try it, but the rest in the middle from the chart 2, it's sometimes really noise.
Yeah.
And I tend to take profits really quick, because when I'm in profit, I'm like now it turns around and the profit is wiped out. So
Yeah. No, I am too. I'm now down $95.
it's still up $94, but now I'm out of position.
This doesn't work out. I'll be flat for the day. It's a terrible way to have the day, but I guess that's the way it is. A lot of work for nothing. I went short. It just didn't make sense to stay long. But it could just rip up from here too. It just seems like the sellers are in control for short term. Still in here. I'm not doing any challenge. Oh, what company? I haven't decided yet. I'll announce it. I might even announce it after I do it instead of during I'm doing it.
Oh, it's not important. So which company? I think the interesting thing for me, it's if we can make something like let's say a community trade. So where we trade in one time a week or in the afternoon session, small account size. So because I'm not sure how many people have big capital. So in this case, maybe it's different. So, but as we have small account size or not even a lot of capital, maybe it could be interesting to learn to grow a small account. So what's for me working on demo? The next step for me is to take the psychological part with real money. So, but why should I risk real money when I'm not able to trade in special rules? So, don't want to lose maybe $3,000. And this is the reason why I try first to get a funded account and try with these rules.
Yeah.
I'm limiting myself, yes, okay, but the next step would be to take out profits from the funded account and fund with real money, real account.
Yeah. So we got a question here on TradingView. How does gold move? Gold moves just about like everything else, I guess. I mean, that's the real answer. If we go to the actual gold GC, the futures market, I mean, it follows the same patterns that everything else follows in the trade system that we utilize. You could see here at this point in time, gold sold off. And it was at a point in time where we say that it lost momentum and bias. That's a clear pattern that we see in everything. Bitcoin. In fact, if we look at Bitcoin right now, Bitcoin is right now messing around with the RDA. So it's trying to play around with the RDA. It's trying to capture the RDA. Last time it overshot it here in August. It overshot it here in September, right around the same time. No, September 19th. And I was saying that yesterday that it is held up on structure wise, specifically the 4 hour. Still holding up, but let's get back to gold. So, gold moves the same way. If you can ask specifically, what do you? It moves momentum, with bias and momentum, and when it has momentum moves. Generally, I subscribe or I teach that the market moves one of three ways, or you have to decide which way you see the market, the way it moves. It's one of three ways. It's pivot to pivot, value channel to value channel, or level to level. Market moves one of those three ways. You have to decide on how you philosophically look at the way that you view how the market moves. So when you look at the market and you look at how you trade, you have to decide which one of those three do you utilize in your thinking and analyzing the charts and analyzing the markets and trading the markets. I'm a firm believer in the level to level theory. I see the other two. It doesn't mean you don't see them. Doesn't mean that you don't recognize them. You don't see the value of them. So gold, if we go to the favorite time frame, gold's going to 1819. 1819 or so. That's where it's going.
Are you planning on showing that screen on your live feed?
I am on live. Is this not on Discord?
Oh yeah, okay. I'm watching on Discord. Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
I'm sorry. See, I need to figure this out. I need to like just do
Okay.
one of the screens on Discord and one of the, so usually I was trying to what I was trying to do on Discord, I was trying to see if I could start doing the 4-chart setup in Discord. And then but when I start but I gotta remember when I go over to different things like this, like discussions like this, if I don't switch it, then you don't see it, obviously, right? So you didn't see everything I was just talking about on Discord.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I can
The other
probably
person's not on the platform they asked on.
yeah. But I can probably figure out how to switch my screens to do that quickly. But I wanted to with this new $3,000 account and also the funded, I wanted to see if I could do more of because I get consistently asked to trade the 4-chart setup so people can see me trade the 4-chart setup.
It's tremendously beneficial on Discord. I'm watching your MNQ charts, so
Yeah, so that's what I want to do on Discord. I can't do it on TradingView; they don't allow none. And then YouTube, I could. I just, don't care to do it. Well, YouTube it doesn't take the monitor input. Anyways, technical issues. I am short, yeah, 8 lots. So I went in heavy on this short because I saw it, but I don't have high confidence in it. It's pissing me off that it's not selling off. I don't like being in a position that's not doing what I want it to do. There we go. Finally, geez, come on. Only took you forever.
Stop field. Stop field.
Teasing. I'm in the same spot with you.
Yeah. Bro, the chart is so busy. My eye's hurting. Okay. I don't know what to tell you, man. I can look at that within 2 seconds and know exactly what I'm looking at and make a decision across multiple time frames. So that's fine. To each his own. If you use the same indicators and the same colors across all markets, all charts, and you trade that, it gets really easy to look at charts within 10 seconds and actually make a decision. My equity trades, I think I have 3 equity trades I might enter today. It'll take me 10 to 15 seconds per equity trade to decide whether or not I enter them. And then the 27 or so that I'm in, it'll take me real short amount of time to move my stops. Most people are changing their indicators, changing their colors, changing everything constantly. Only in 4 lots. Yeah, and keep shorting. That's my idea. Where do we think we're going? Well, we are going to at least the momentum check on the NDX. Maybe we're going for a gap fill. So we might have another $66 in this move. All right, this bastard took me out. Getting knocked out. It's at the RDA on, yeah, another VWAP and RDA check. It still hasn't really, well, it did tag the opening low there. going to still short it. I'll call the bluff on it. I want to be more short than I am. But I don't want to get too aggressive. So put entries up here at the extreme bands. By the way, if you're general on Discord and you want to interact a little bit more, ask to become a Bravo. No one except alphas can talk or even stream in the alpha trade room. We do open it up from time to time for people beyond alphas. I'm out of prop, or I'm basically. So let's see, it's at the RDA, VWAP test. Yeah, I still look at the index and I still see that, well, you know, you got the daily open up, so I guess you got another. Yeah, got about $20 to the upside that it could move. But if it gives it up here, it's probably going to go down about $40 to $60 move. What I'd be looking at. Anybody know how to open this TradingView stream in on another monitor? I don't know how to do that. You can't watch streams in the app, can you? I used to use the TradingView app. I don't use it anymore. Short 3, up $61. Probably should protect it. I think I'll call the bluff on anything rise up to our entry in the first extreme right now. I'm trading off of, this isn't the best trade as far as within the system, just given that, you know, I'm shorting at a reaction zone at the RDA. So it's contrary to the, well, the momentum has shifted there. Notice that the momentum has shifted. So trading momentum off the perspective that the NDX has a gap that hit as still trying to fill. At some point in time, I'm gonna have to give up on this theory when the market tells me that it's given up on it. Hasn't told me yet that it's given up on it. One of the things I have to do is I have to find what brokers are in line with TradingView and Sierra Chart. That way I can trade with Sierra Chart too. I don't think any of these funded accounts, though, I can go with Sierra Chart. Well, got picked up on that push up to my entry in 4 lots short. Up about $60, entries at 993. Target, we've got the first zone at 971. That's the first area that is of the downside. I'd like to see it tap, and then from there it's 925. Here's the thing, it's still momentum and bias short on chart 2. So as long as it stays that way, I'm sticking with the trade. Putting some fixed stops in the market. That'll move down as the market moves. If it does move in my favor. I've never heard of Blue Sky. I'll look at Blue Sky. Blue Sky. Trading. Futures traders needed now. Trade our company's live accounts and receive up to 90% of your profits. Wait. Oh, wow. She's definitely a trader. This chick here, she's definitely a trader. Oh, this guy on the beach, he's definitely trading. He must be trading big size there on the beach. Oh, look at that. We're part of the sell-off, only 4 lots. Damn it, Jim. Don't like it when I'm not larger. Put in some trailing stops. Hit our first zone. Didn't maximize my profit because I was looking at this stupid Blue Sky account. Took 1 off just because it's at a reaction zone. That's what I do. Be a good steward of profit in 3 lots. Moby Boy Dre. I'm not doing a challenge. Well, I'm going to funded account. I'm going to do 1 or 2 funded accounts. And then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to trade a $3,000 account. So I'm going to do those 2 things. I'm not going to do it every day because it will drive me literally insane. But I don't know. We'll see. But I mean, I'll sign up for one of these next week. I've got 4 of them that are on my top of my list. This Blue Sky one doesn't impress me, basically. But I'll look further into their stuff. But yeah, so I'll be doing 1 funded account, and then I'll be trading 1 3K account. Well, I'm trading the 3K account right now. You're seeing me do it. It was raining earlier. It was a nice little thunderstorm kind of like feel. It's kind of nice little ambiance to the whole trading thing. You know, some of these places have Motive Wave. I might actually try Motive Wave. Oh, they do Sierra Chart. So actually, Blue Sky supports Sierra Chart. Okay. Well. Maybe I'll look at Blue Sky. Just being patient here in this to see whether or not it's going to continue the sell off. Let's look at the NDX. NDX now has into the gap. You know, the RDA aligned perfectly with the gap almost. So I think that dollar figure we mentioned before was spot on. So that's what we're continuing just going to do. Maybe I might add if it comes up to 977, I might consider adding. Possibly. I talk bad about these. Or I don't talk bad. I just don't talk great about these funded places. So I figured I should actually go through the experience before I talk negative about them. All right, this would be the point where maybe I would maybe want to potentially add. This volatility is just pissing me off. You got to deal with volatility differently in a small account than you have to in a large account. Lady Mozart. Just watch the training at RDS. I can explain where to enter on the cycle signal usage.
Stop fill.
Bastard took me out.
Order fill.
Well, that's all I got out of that. We'll see. I'll do the rest of it up here at 4995. Holding out for the longer trade.
Order filled.
We have the weekly open. Yeah, I don't think that's in play. Yeah, market's going to give me an opportunity to get out, break even, then maybe I'll take it. Okay, I can tell you this. I can't be reading and doing other stuff while I'm doing this account. See, is it going to turn here? That's the question.
Order filled.
What? I got out. Didn't make as much as I wanted to on that trade. Buyers are stepping up. I should be looking at the underline a little bit, probably, just to get a general feel of what these buyers are buying where. All right. So is it going to tap the mid? Completely missed the long side, looking at the further downside. Yeah, NDX did not give up the momentum at all. Well, I'll go with these little long idiots then. Let's look at the underlying. I want to see what these idiots are buying. All right. So Apple is at Apple's momentum short, bias short. Meta pull back from the high. It's got the previous high. Potentially does have room to go down. NVIDIA is in a fight between momentum and bias right now. Coin, momentum short still. Google, it's in a fight. You know, it's kind of a mixed bag. I can see why the market's like it the way it is, or why the MNQ is the way it is. Yeah. I mean, Amazon did gap up, but it has a lot of room to go down. Microsoft is holding the weekly open. Yeah, so I think go back to good old control, which should be the control. Look to go long at 4993 and 987. Still waiting to get picked up on MCL all the way up here at 9140. We'll see though when it gets up there, because really the test that it went down to was the weekly open. So it might just want to tap the weekly open and hold it. All right, Blue Sky's added to the list just because they have Sierra chart.
Order filled.
I got picked up on one entry there. And then I'm not getting too aggressive yet.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Bastard. Why do they have this thing in there? Stupid long. All right. How's everybody else doing in their trading? I'd like to hear from, maybe people can liven up the discussion here a little bit. Not have my beautiful voice here anymore. Trade day. If anybody wants to speak up, feel free.
I've been in and out of a whole bunch of quick trades, very, very tight stops because I'm practicing trading with small account. And well, I'm up 56, which is means because I'm only trading one contract, I'm just looking at being green every day. That's my goal.
Yeah.
And so once I'm consistent with that, then I'll start trading larger amounts. But I've gotten in longs and shorts and longs and shorts. And so it's just kind of like inchworming the dollar amounts up.
That's hard. That's tough to do in one lot here and just kind of grind it out. That's really hard.
Although my idea is right now I want to improve my skill at entries, finding those perfect moments to enter or as close to as possible. And then once I'm be consistent with that, which is beginning to happen. So while the P&L is slow, successful trades is high. And so that's kind of what I'm working on, because once I have one thing that I'm skilled at, then I can increase the size.
Yeah. Yeah. And then it's a whole different skill there. Yeah. I went short, by the way. I don't know if anybody caught that. I reversed. I was long for a second, then I reversed, and then I added when it was obvious it was going to break to the next level in chart 4, which is my target is 923, 924 zone. No, it's good to hear. So, and you're not over trading with that strategy then, right? I mean, that's because it's easy to overtrade with that strategy. It takes a lot of discipline.
Yeah. I have gone through the overtrading syndrome. And so now I really wait for what I'm using for my confirmations right now is everything within the system. And then I'm using a little extra thing, the Tiki squeeze on the 4,000 and the little tick chart. And that really gives me some precise entries.
Interesting. I'll just take a look at that. Yeah, I've seen that.
It's just an added little piece. You can see, you'll watch like it's beginning to, it crests and it's beginning to drop on the 4,000. So then you wait until it's crested on the 497 and is about to drop, and you can just get a nice ride. And then it'll have a pullback on the 497 and you get in again, and you can just keep surfing along. Picking up a little wave here. Yeah. And then you see on the 4,000 when it's about ready to, when the reds are about to hit the trough and they start becoming yellow, then you start looking for the dips on the 497 and riding it back up.
Yeah, that makes sense. Interesting. Well, thanks. Thanks for sharing. That's good to hear.
Absolutely. And I unfortunately did miss that last one because I understand having a conversation and trading, at least for me at this phase, is sometimes, well, it's challenging.
No, it is. I mean, I think that's, at least you understand a little bit. I tell people how difficult it is to stream and trade. You know, second you take your eyes off the chart, you know, things move in a direction you didn't want it to, or something, or, you know, you miss the trade or you miss the setup. So
because I'm trading in very small sizes, it's like Really got to keep my eye on the ball.
Yeah.
That's
I don't think that's all it's going to move down here. But I don't want to add in the zone here. I'd rather add around the RDA on chart 2. Let's see. Make sure the world's not blowing up and I don't know about it. Okay. Stupid. Now, didn't get picked up any of those. And 293. We're waiting for the zone right around 923. If 923 gets taken out, then we're looking at no. Am I reading that right? 868. Yeah. Don't think that's going to happen. We'll focus on 923 for now. Being stubborn about getting down there, though. I need to start putting my eyes on the Dow and start trading the Dow. So that's going to be something that's going to be added to the mix here as well. I'll put some protective stops here. Those aren't protective stops, they're moving. Stupid chart. Stop type. Stop. Save. Once again, should be called waiting, not trading. It's basically what you're doing. You're waiting. Stupid headline. All right, we got hit at our zone. First tag. I will tighten up my stop. Still in 3 lots. Not ready to exactly go reverse on this yet until we know for sure that that zone wants to hold. You know, if we look at chart 3, we've got a little bit more room down to the 906 zone. Chart 4 doesn't have anything there, so you know, chart 4 tells us that the 86986. Yeah, that's a pretty big overshoot. So and it could happen. So I think what I'll do is if I get knocked out here on my stops, my remaining 2 lots here, I probably will short again above the RDA on chart 2. Looking for a tap of chart 3's RDA and chart 3's slow momentum right around 904. So now it's just letting these remaining lots see if they can play themselves out there. You know, still waiting for the entries on crude, micro crude there, but and then like I said before, I need to get more into the zone of watching the Dow. Of course, I watch gold, but gold's in a similar pattern to the MNQ, so it's not on my radar because why deploy the capital in the same type of trade? Doesn't make sense. What a stupid headline. Elon Musk satellites litter the heavens will soon outnumber the stars. Whoever wrote that has no idea how many stars there are. There's a lot of satellites that Starlink has. All right, so we've got 18 minutes left in this 60-minute candle on chart 3. We have 18 minutes till 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock market time. If you're following along on TradingView, you'll definitely want to join Discord. I typically don't stream as much as I used to on YouTube and TradingView. I do everything on Discord for the community there. So if you're interested in getting the most of kind of what we do here, be part of the community, you'll definitely want to follow. There's a link down below that says join my Discord. You'll find it in the description. And then also you'll find it on TradingView. You'll see it down where it says join my Discord. So if you're interested in learning more about trading, if you're serious about trading, want to join a good community that's focused on trading, not talking about memes and dumbass stuff about Lambos and all that other stuff that has nothing to do with whether or not you're pulling capital from the market and actually successfully being a trader as far as your profession. That's the type of community that we have. So definitely look forward to having you on board with us. All right, well, there it goes. It sold off. I should have probably sold that RDA zone there, but I wanted to see an overshoot and then sell it. So I got a little, not greedy. I don't know what the word is. Sometimes when you see it, you got to take the trade. I'm a little skittish in a smaller account. All right, so we got an overshoot of the level that it developed already. So we'll see if it recaptures that. It's going to try it. Otherwise, we are looking around the 868 level. I mean, we do have a major zone around 909. So I'm not going to discount, I'm not going to call 909 out of the fight right now. It hasn't even been tapped yet. Yeah, that might be the turnaround. I mean,
Stop fill.
that 923 level might hold. It's what it's all about. I'm not going to add unless we get a little bit higher.
The C1 M200. I'm thinking there. I think that's the line I'm looking at.
Yeah. I didn't mention
Might
that. But
bounce back.
yeah, I saw that. I didn't mention that either, but that was, I mean, we're so close to the weekly open on the NQ that it's in play. So we have to start considering whether or not that's a target. The NDX, you know, it's done the gap fill almost. A little bit more down, it'd be doing the gap fill. So I'd be prepared for maybe a rally to the upside and not even playing around with the weekly open. It's one thing I'd be open to. I should have added there once again, but I'm waiting for an overshoot of the RDA, and then I want to add. Yeah, but you're right. The mix 200's holding good reaction zone. It's green, showing it's in conjunction with the actual, at least the above momentum and bias up until recent. All right, here we go. We can get overshoot. Now I have to make a decision. I actually don't like buying right now that I think about selling, because really I want to be selling right around 954. Yeah. This is right where I want to be selling. Right in this zone. A little bit higher than that. It's right where I want to be selling. 952, 954.
Good morning, Rexog.
Hey, morning. How you doing?
Good. Wow, this is a new setup.
No, I'm just.
6. Okay.
Oh, well, I mean, it's just different charts. I have
Okay.
6 monitors, so I can.
Gotcha.
Didn't get picked up there. Well.
That's C2 RDA. Sure, bulletproof right now.
Huh?
The C2 RDA.
Yeah.
So
And I've been waiting for.
coated.
Yeah, I've been waiting for more of an aggressive overshoot, but
Yeah.
it's not.
No, I'm with you. That upside reaction zone's right around 954. But price action's in a timeout, apparently.
Yeah, for the meantime, or stuck. I mean,
At least for this candle.
yeah,
It can change fast.
924 and 939 are the two important levels. That's all that really matters from my looking at it. I don't know. Not much else is going on in the world, I see, also. I mean, there's stuff going on, but
Our moment. We are.
oh, there we go. Finally a break. Now it's just a matter of actually, is it going to be a real break and actually be painful to sell here? Out, sort of a break. Don't know how to make it any more exciting than this. This is as exciting as it gets.
It'll be exciting when I get back into green on the day.
Yeah, that was the point, to sell again. It's just not being aggressive. I need to get aggressive in small account mode.
There we go. It's breaking.
Yeah, I mean, I have conviction on the downside. I'm just not Trading the conviction. Well, I guess I'll carry this one lot all the way down to 869 if it wants to go there. We don't know that yet because the NDX is still messing around with the RDA. So this actually might be a turning point. I'm in a reverse. I might regret it, but we'll see. I'll know if I regret it if it hits 900. Well, there we go. The first sign that I won't regret it there. And we got a level to trade against. Trade against that. I'm also using this control chart 3. And chart 3, if you see it here, at least on my setup, you can see that the RDA, it tapped the RDA and it tapped the slow momentum. So hit the RDA, waiting for a pullback. I'll get picked up on a level check. And I'm also looking at the NDX. Sorry, didn't show you. I'm long here, so just one lot. So I just reversed. I might be. This has the opportunity to convince me that this could be the low for the short term. Look at that. See? Wait for a rejection and then adding to the long. So how many? We got 4 minutes till the candle close. Chart 3 candle, of course. So I could see a close around this zone and then maybe a pullback and then a follow through to the upside with holding the RDA and the slow momentum.
This is that kind of fade I was talking about earlier, Rex, where it seems if I can get a full painted candle on the opposite side of the M9, in this case, it's a fade long.
Yeah.
And we've got that on C3. Then I just run a tight stop along the C2 M24, and it usually reduces my risk enough to make that fade, leave it enough room to breathe if it's a solid turn, or keep me from getting too deep in the red.
Yeah.
Just a little strategy. It seems to work.
I mean, I got there the same way, or I got there a different way. I mean, it just was obvious
Yeah.
that move that it was
Yeah.
that's why I reversed.
Yeah, I think similar. Yeah.
But now I'm waiting for the close here, and then, I mean, the most important level really is that 908 level. So,
Bounce off a C1 M9.
yeah, so I don't want to get too aggressive on the long side here yet. And now I think the trade on the table is long, from my opinion, even though the chart is momentum short and bias short. But I think the NDX did what it wanted to do, maybe fill the gap,
Yeah.
hold the RDA. So as long as the NDX holds the RDA here, it's going up the rest of the day. So that's kind of the way I look at it. So now I'm just kind of playing off that thesis and just being cautious on the long side. Trying to be more entertained. There's not much more entertaining. I'm looking around. Not much going on in the news. Financial news. You know, I can go to FinViz. Ooh, FEMY is up 110%. All right, I'm looking to get picked up here on this pullback here. Let's look at FEMY. What is that? Sorry, you can't see on. I will maybe share this on. Oh, look at that! I wonder if that hit one of my scanners. Not a bad move. I bet that hit one of my scanners. Waiting for the pullback, waiting to go long a little bit more.
Order filled.
Well, sorry about that loud click. We're in the same situation on the Dow. Same look on gold. Same look on, really, we're kind of in the same situation. So just focus on the MNQ. Well, there we go. Got just picked up on one lot there. It's only in two. Oh. Small account trading is going to put me to sleep. Guess trading's not supposed to be exciting. I don't see anything major news-wise in the crypto space either. Let's look at the crypto space. Let's look at the big BNB. BNB's going up to test the RDA possibly. ARB. Oh, ARB is finally going to get back up above maybe $1 possibly. Sticks, Magic. Oh, already got close to the RDA. Sol. Ooh, Sol's trying to recapture the RDA. Might have something to write home about there. Doge. Nothing to say there. Ape. Oh, what was that? ISOT. ISOT stopped right at the RDA. Overshoot. Yeah, things are starting to kind of do their volatility thing, aren't they? Algo. There's a couple of things here that haven't moved yet that maybe are worth looking at here in the crypto space. IOST already did its move, probably. You got YGG that's possibly on the list. Sol hasn't done its move. SOL hasn't done its move. Algo hasn't done its move. Ape still has room to the RDA, possibly to 1.5. So Waves might be one of those that, as a flyer, I might be looking at doing some crypto stuff here and later in the afternoon. Zill's already hit the RDA. Maybe room up above, so that might be another one for a flyer. Really obvious where you need to enter on Zill. Super obvious. CFX. Ooh, CFX. What do we see here? CFX possibly has a 16% move there to the RDA. Mask. Same type of thing. Mask. 10% move to the RDA. All right. Might have to look at doing some crypto trades here in a little bit. Fire up the crypto account. Execute some crypto swing trades. Stack some Bitcoin. Mark Fress says, what do I think about gold and silver? We already did gold earlier. Silver, I'm going to probably think the same thing. We'll use SLV for silver. It's a good representation of silver. So, or we can just look at the silver ticker on here. So by the way, on where I'm at, I'm in 2 lots long, looking to get picked up on a pullback. And I do see the market kind of more long. I was waiting for a little bit deeper pullback there in the next candle on chart 3 as it developed. So I'm still waiting for that. So I'm not getting aggressively long yet because it might want to come back down to the 908 level again. So I'm open to that, but we'll see. All right, silver. Oh. Well, if it gets down here again at $17, it'll be my buy zone. That's all I need to really know. Nothing really to mention. I mean, it's obvious that this zone here between 25 and 26, if it gets above that, it's going to the next level up. I think that's no, it's not the all-time high. It's going to the next level up. Other than that, you've got the 1995 level, 19 spot 95. That's where I'd be looking for the buy zone, but you could already see that I already have the buy zone. I'm looking around 17 to anything below here in this zone, I'm buying. So I've been talking about this for a year and a half at least, SLV and silver, that I think we're in the early stages of a 7 to 10 year run on this stuff. So any major pullback zone, I'm acquiring SLV and gold, both on spot and physical. Right, Rex? Little buddy? Right? Well, I got picked up for one more lot. I'm in 3, up 147. Probably should put trailing stops in there to protect it. Let's do that. All my trailing stops are in profit. Let's see, we're hitting the RDA in chart 4. So that is a concerning zone that we probably should think about taking profit on. If it's even, they can either even going to surpass that. Let's see. Sorry. My bad. Pushed the wrong button. There's these pads on my audio thing that I need to set up the sounds for or to do different things. What's this? Oh, I can. If I get taken out, I'll probably just start over anyways. But I got confident in its ability to move up. Nope. Final check on. It is checking on. Yeah, there we go. Stupid volatility.
Order filled. Order
So what do we think? I'm going to short that because if you look at chart 1, RDA check. Yeah, I did reverse. So
Yeah. I took a shot there.
yeah, I did too. I got profit on. I should have took profit at the top when it was stalling. Only 2 lots. Let's see if I can get picked up on. So where's it going? If it's going down, is it really going to 867? That's the question. We got another level here at 912. That is developed. So 912 is the level.
Probably may go to I think probably yesterday's highs.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. What is yesterday's high? Oh, we're still above today's open, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just going off chart 4. Chart 4 tells me 870, so that's what I'm trading off of. All right, I'm short, trying to get, and I'm trying to or I have entries at the RDA and slow momentum on chart 2 to short more. Let's see though if that's going to be too aggressive, but doing what I'm doing. Didn't get picked up. What's up, buddy? Well, I gotta step away for a second, which is not good. I'm in 2 lots. I want to be in more. Hold on. Oh, there we go. What's going to be annoying is this is going to come up and take out this level up. Is it going to want to test this level up here at 940?
Order filled.
It's probably what the stupid volatility is going to want to do. All right, there we go. All right, back.
Order filled. Order filled. filled. Order filled. Stop filled. Order 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 filled.
Yeah, well, that pissed me off. I should have just actually got out of the trade when I stepped away instead of letting the position do that. I wasn't fully confident there. That kind of pissed me off. So I'm only up about 130 for the day, annoyingly. You know, I don't have the patience to stream small accounts. I barely have the patience to stream my account. But the problem with streaming small accounts, just going to warn everybody ahead of time, is that the trades are few and far between because they're not going to be taking every friggin' trade that's out there. You might have to move fast at certain times, and then certain times it's just waiting for the right zone.
Absolutely right.
Huh?
I said you're absolutely right.
Yeah. So, and I'm not I don't know how else to be entertaining. Because I could have a camera with Rex. So I don't know. It's an interesting point in the chart here, though. I don't think you argue with the long side, though. I just don't. Until the RDA is broken on the index, it's the buyers are still showing up on the pullbacks. So it's just not getting too aggressive on the buy side. You know. So that's where I'm at in the buy side. 943 and 935.
I think it's all about how long you want to stay in this trade. So with the small accounts, like we said before, you really need to take profit fast, and otherwise, yeah, if you have a big position, maybe you can scale in more and wait or whatever. But
Yeah, I mean, most of these I'm going to 3 to 6 lots, so I'm able to stay in for the move. But yeah, I'm not adjusting well to the profit taking.
on chart 4, I see again we have a level. So both candles are at the same level. Maybe it was an overshoot and it wants to go down again.
Yeah. Well, chart 4 is recapturing momentum. That's an overshoot of bias there. And then chart 3 has really been my control for much of this. It's held the, it's got a level there at 929. So I think that's why I'm more on the long side here. My bias here, the rest, at least right now, unless it massively changes, is long. So I'm not going to get too aggressive, but I'm trying to get long here for the next impulse up to at least 993. We got another level here right around, 15,000. So
I'm watching chart 3 now. So before it was a bit my control chart. So we are bouncing around the fast momentum, and we're at the middle of this alpha candle. So we have 30 minutes left, and would be interesting where we close.
yeah.
So if we close below momentum, maybe
I'm not giving the MCL trade a lot of room either. So my stops up around 91, 98. Part of that is that the test that it did to the downside was the weekly open. So that's maybe all the low it wants to put in for the day is the weekly open test. So there might not be much room here in this short here on oil. The problem is this is actually a fade. One stream, I'll set up the account underneath the rules and guidelines of the funded account that I'm going to test or going to go and apply for. So I just got to look at their guidelines, their loss limits or their drawdowns and see if I can mimic that in Tradeovate. I think you can. Well, I know you can mimic some of it, but all right, and profit in the oil trade there. Really, it's hard to tell how much room is on that thing. I mean, there could be down to 90 spots, 65, but it might just stall right around 91 spot 16. It's kind of my first target. Only in one lot. C3 is really my control on much of this trade. I'm looking just for the longer swing here, pivot. Yeah, that upside's looking ugly.
Order filled. 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 Stop filled. Stop filled. Stop filled. Order filled.
Oh, my mic was muted. I've been talking this whole time. That's stupid. Yeah. So I've just been, trying not to do stupid trades in the middle of this range. I'm up on the oil trade. All of my stops are in profit, or both my stops are in profit. Right now it's momentum short and bias short. So pretty much I'm just trading that extreme. And like someone was said before, I'm taking profits early. What you need to do on a small account. Like here, I'm up in 3 lots up, if I'm up $80 here in a second, I should take some profits here. So right here, I'll be up around 70, 80, take some off, trail the other two. Didn't get picked up on the other ones.
What I see on chart 4 on MNQ, we have changing always the color from this candle. So red, green, red, green, red, green. So it's really, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a middle. I mean, you look at chart 4, it's a range. I mean, you look at chart 1, but it's been obvious that, or it hasn't breached the RDA. So that's why I've been selling kind of the pops. I'll probably end the day around 250, 275. I mean, I'll call it quits here in a little bit. I'll still be around in the afternoon. I'm not gonna stream to TradingView or YouTube, but I'll be in Discord for the community. Right, Rex? Little dog. He's just sleeping. Basically, he's doing his duty, I guess. Well, that oil is hitting our first zone at 91.17, so I might tighten up the stop a little bit. I don't know if it'd be fair if I trade my other accounts in conjunction with doing these other things. I don't know how fair that would be. But I feel like I'm really, 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 really spinning my wheels here. Stupid volatility took me out again. Yeah, bastards. I don't know. It's ready to explode one way or the other here. Stopped out on one of my lots on oil, still up 30 on the other one. The trade really was to go long at the weekly open test, but I didn't correlate the level. Wait, I thought I was short. Damn it. Here we go. So we're going to hit this next level down here. We're going to stop at this level around 910 again. Taking one off, trailing the rest. Given the volatility, I'll odd back if I get knocked out. All right, there we go. So going down to the next zone at 869. Short, short, short. All right, taking out one there. Did breach the 15,000 key level there. Like I said, we're looking for 866. That's kind of the zone we're looking at. Or I'm looking at anyways. Rex and I. Stopped out of the oil trade. That's all I see on that one for now. No need to watch that anymore. Just focus on the MNQ. Maybe we'll get above 300 for the day. Where's my fucking cord? Oh, there we go. Gonna go to our zone we're looking for. Would have liked to have been larger on this than just 2 lots. Oh well. It is what it is. Waiting for that 867 zone. It's not going to give it to us easily. Little bastard. Oh, there we go. We hit our level. Look at that. We'll reverse. I'll do my reversal early. And then I'll plan to scale in down below. Sure, if I woke anybody up, wasn't saying much because not much was going on. Yeah.
I was very attentive to this area because I was down before my account and now I'm up. So I wrote the whole way down.
Yeah.
To be honest, it's on demo, so on real. Yeah, I already maybe have taken a stop loss before, so this time it worked out.
Yeah, and kind of like the typical idiot thing, I started my reversal early. Like I said.
But for me, it's more the mental thing. So I'm better when you know that's not real money. I stick to my plan because chart 3 was my control chart, and when I saw that the candle close was not where I mentioned before, so we hit the half candle through, on momentum, and then it went still down.
Yeah.
Went through the RDA, and now we are close to the extreme band, but on a level on chart 3. But it was strange to wait.
Yeah, it is amazing how much just knowing it's real capital changes the whole dynamic of your decisions. When it really shouldn't. I mean, when you can do it, like you said, you can do it in real time, or you can do it in a demo account, but then, I get it. It was easy, everybody in the world would be doing it, right?
Yeah, it sounds always easy, but it's not as easy when you touch real money.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure how to come over this point. Anyway, what I saw is, so when you have a plan and you trade with conviction, it's all about this.
Yep. Well, I'm in profit now. We'll see whether or not this will hold up. Hit my zone I was looking for. Well, it's a weekly open too. That's just below the weekly open. So one or two things are going to happen here. It's going to give up the weekly open pretty sadly, or it's going to come back, rehold the weekly open, and try to close above the weekly open for at least a good weekly look. What your view on CRUD? What is CRUD? Never heard of CRUD. Someone asked what CRUD is. Let me manage my position, then I'll look and see what CRUD is. Oh man. Too aggressive on my reversal here. So better turn here or I'm going to get out. Yeah, this is my own fault for being too aggressive. Like an idiot. Yeah, it's my own fault. You know, I still have this habit of doing this reversal early instead of waiting for the confirmations. It's usually the first leg that I miss.
But now we touch the extreme and maybe we have a reaction
Yeah,
on chart 3.
yeah, that's why I'm not quite getting out yet. Taking the loss. I'm at least giving the market the opportunity to let me break even. Or make a little bit. Yes, this is a good spot for a fade if it gets lower. Yeah.
So this is what I mean when you not be careful or you don't pay attention. You go long and then again we have another leg down.
Yeah.
You wipe out the gains from before.
Yeah, I think I'll be able to get out of break even though. So let's look at CRUD. All the traded working out. Crude oil. Oh, crude. Is that what you mean, crude oil? Or do you mean is CRUD Winsome Tree Commodity Securities? Is this what you're looking at? Or is this a crypto?
Order filled. Order filled.
All right. I'm out. Not messing around with this stupid thing anymore. Well, I had a good P&L there, but I blew half of it by doing the stupid early reversal. Oh, CRUD. Anyways, I'll look at that in a second. All right, so we got the previous VWAP zone here at 831. And we got a level here at 834. So we might be hitting a zone that we would be looking for. So there we go. Chart 3 does have a level. That level is right around 834. So
Order filled. Order filled.
All right. Well, I'm trying to go long here. I think this is the long zone. It's going to be here a little bit further down. So that's what I'm targeting. Looking to scale in up to 9 lots. A little early here, but that's the way I see it. So I'm going to call it a day here on streaming, at least on TradingView and YouTube. If you want to catch me streaming the rest of the day, you'll want to join Discord down below. That's where I generally stream there, hang out in the community there if I'm not streaming on TradingView. I'm going to slow down streaming on TradingView and YouTube, focus more on the community that we've built at Rexdog Trading. If you are interested in joining the community, it's a simple one-time fee of $997 at this time. I probably will be closing down memberships completely at some point in the future, no longer accepting any members. I think we've got a great community going, and I don't know how much bigger I really want to grow it here, actually. So it's one thing to consider if you are interested in joining the community and actually learning the trade system and the philosophy that we trade. Do appreciate everybody that watched and showed up. I look forward to seeing you in the next stream.